Boom, there that goes. And now we're official, and that's already started. Fuck. Now we're going to get out the beater stick. And now we have that. Now I just shit myself to have that. And that's it. I think we're ready for a broadcast now. Well, not really, because Blog Talk is, the intro's still going on. So in theory, the Blog Talk audience, they're not part of the show yet. Let me tell you guys something. It's the ROB Black Show for the streaming audience. It's about 1,000 fucking degrees outside. No bullshit. I think they said it's supposed to be 90 today. It's supposed to be up to 90 degrees. And we're stuck here in the fucking office. Telling you, man. It totally. This is when it totally trips me out. Totally trips me out. Fucks with me. And it does. It really does. Ladies and gentlemen, Blog Talkers. We're here, Blog Talkers. Blog Talkers, we're here. Blog Talkers. Welcome to the ROB Black Show. Thank you for being here. And I was just telling the streaming audience that it's about 1,000 degrees here in Los Angeles, California. And we call it the City of Angels. And it is hot as fuck! And it's gonna get hotter, they say. It's supposed to be like 100 in Chatsworth. Something crazy. You realize that it's March the 13th. So we're still technically the very tippy point of spring. So in theory, we're not even officially into the heavy months of summer, and it's already pretty goddamn hot. So that's good. But fuck, man, I'm telling you, this is where I just count the days down until we're out of here into the new building. Really, this is where I count, because see, in the new building, we've already started looking, and it's our own not freestanding building, but our own space on the ground floor amongst other buildings. So it's ours. We don't share it with somebody. We don't have a dude next door to us. We don't have strippers down below. I know, a lot of people are like, oh, they'll lose the character. What fucking character? Okay? The character of fucking Misery? No thank you, motherfucker. Well, we can pass on that character. The places that we've already looked at are basically freestanding office-style buildings that are ours. So it's like our back porch or our back alley area, our front walk where people are walking down the street. Everything is ours. So we literally can go outside. We literally could go and fucking jerk off in our parking lot. We can do whatever the fuck we want to do. It's ours. The sky's the fucking limit, which is going to be badass. So with my new tech wizard we call Anonymous, who's, I got to tell you, the motherfucker's phenomenal, okay? I checked out the Roku channel this morning, and I gotta tell you guys, it's beyond phenomenal. It is. It's beyond phenomenal. The Roku channel is staggeringly phenomenal. It is beyond. I can't even describe how goddamn phenomenal the fucking Roku channel is. It's that amazing. It really is. It's that fucking amazing. Again, I don't know how to describe how retardedly awesome it is, but it's so fucking good. It really is. It's so good. And he's done such a phenomenal goddamn job that it really is staggering. It's fucking staggering. So with our new wizard, okay, that's what he is. He's the Grand Wizard. I know it's a horrible name. Okay, you know, to say the Grand Wizard is not exactly something. It's not exactly something you want to refer to somebody as. Okay. I get it. It's not exactly something you want to refer to somebody as the Grand Wizard. But this motherfucker is pretty fucking wizardly. Alright? Seriously. He's pretty goddamn, he's pretty fucking wizardy. And actually, I need to get Tom Byron to download the movies I gave him when he gets a chance, because he's a jerk off. But Byron, when you get a chance, download those movies I gave you so I can have one of those drives back, because there's some XPW videos that I have not put up yet that I want to put up as we speak. So if you could put whatever other ones that you have on that drive, but like Retribution I never put up, and there's a couple other XPW things I haven't put up. So that's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, I was looking at the Roku before we got here this morning, and it's fucking awesome. It really is. It's gonna be so. It's gonna be fucking exciting. I'll tell you that. It's gonna be exciting, and I can't wait till you guys see it. And you guys really are going to think it's just fucking awesome. It's awesome. Anyways, before we get into anything, I wanted to go over this, because before it ships in the day and they actually do some updates, and I don't want to lose the main story that's up on their site, so you all get all fucking confused. And here's another example of why when Rob Black speaks, everybody listens. And I am the E.F. Hutton of fucking porn. And again, you all can talk your little shit and run your fucking mouths, because you're little bitches and little cunts, but the proof is in the jizz, as they would say. Not pudding. Okay, this ain't fucking Bill Cosby and having some fucking Jell-O. This is pornography. And in pornography, we deal in jizz. Alright? We deal in fucking gonorrhea. We deal in AIDS. Now, if you go to avn.com, go there right now, you fucks. I want you to click on the avn.com. You all know avn.com, not manwin.com. No, I'm talking about avn.com. And when you kick on avn.com, you're going to see a bunch of stuff. Now, the first thing you're going to see is a picture of a woman that's to the far right that looks like a transsexual. I'm not real sure who it is. I'm assuming that that's supposed to be Julianne, but it fucking looks like a fucking tranny. And if you're going to tell me it doesn't look like a tranny, I'm going to tell you that you're full of shit. Now, the girl in the right corner on the AEBN ad that has her breasts out and is looking cockeyed at the viewer looks like a fucking transsexual. If that's not a transsexual and that's Julianne, I would call AVN and AEBN up right now and tell them, or I would actually demand that they remove that picture and put another picture up. Because if that doesn't look like the star of the next Joey Salvera movie, I don't know what does. If that doesn't look like what was sticking its bloody dick up John Staliano's asshole 14, 15, 16 years ago, I don't know what is. But that, my friends, looks like a chick with balls. All right? Right there. This chick's got balls! Right there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that's not what I wanted you all to look at, and that's not what EF Rob Black has said. What I want you to take a look at is the top story, which is Jules Jordan pulls out all the stops for the 15th ass worship, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Now, once again, are you all going to tell me that it's a coinky-dink? Are you all going to tell me that it happens to be a coincidence that yesterday's top story on the Adult FYI website and the top story in my monologue as being Jules Jordan's company is dog shit. Jules Jordan has no directors left, and Jules Jordan is a radioactive, toxic sludge mess. Does anybody remember that? Does anybody remember that? If you don't remember that, you can go to Adult FYI right now. Go ahead. I'll wait. I'll fucking wait. I'm going to wait right now while you go to adultfyi.com, okay? Go to adultfyi.com. I'll wait. And it is called Porn's Creepy Midget Troll Jules Jordan. What happened to all of your directors? Innovator dying just like everybody else. Welcome to the new age. That was posted 3/12/2014. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was posted 3/12/2014. That's when it was posted. Headline again, in case you missed it, and in case you can't read. All right? In case you are Rocky Balboa from Rocky 2, and you've already retired because Adrian doesn't want you to get fucking retarded in a second bout against Apollo Creed. And you are now doing commercials. And you're trying to do commercials, and you keep messing up the lines. And the director says, Rock, you're saying it wrong. Rock, you're doing it wrong. And you take off the phony eye and the phony nose and say, maybe you're doing it wrong. Maybe you're doing it wrong. And the director says, no, you know what the problem is? You can't read! That's the problem! You can't read! So, ladies and gentlemen, for all of you Rocky Balboas out there, and I know there's quite a few of you that watch my show, trust me, I know some of you inbred faggot warriors listen to my show. Let me spell it out for you, and we'll pronunciate. Like back in school, or like how your retarded children get taught when they're in the BOCES program in their public school. So here we go. Porn's creepy midget troll, Jules Jordan. What happened to all of your directors? Subtitle: Innovator dying just like everybody else. Welcome to the new age. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, and it was posted on 3/12/2014. Do you know what today's date is? Let me be a Hulk Hogan. Today's date, ladies and gentlemen, is 3/13/2014. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, today's date is 3/13/2014. And today is the day, if you go to abn.com, you will see a top story that says Jules Jordan pulls out all the stops for the 15th ass worship. And it shows a picture of Jules Jordan's movie, the box cover, Ass Worship 15. And then next to it is a picture of Jules Jordan, where he's trying to not look like a creepy troll. He's sitting in a chair with both of his arms predominantly exposed to show off his manly tattoos. And he's wearing a black t-shirt and a pair of baggy blue jeans, because you know he's got to be a hipster. And I'm not saying a hipster like hipster douchebag, but a hipster like a wigger. You know, of course, Jules Jordan, the porn's wigger. And of course, he's got the blonde, spiky hair that he's had for the past, I don't know, 15 years. Because when you tease it up like that, it gives the illusion that you're not as bald as you are. And then, of course, some half-ass beard that's around under his chin. You know, the kind that people who can't grow beards grow. You know, that haven't gone through puberty even though they're in their fucking 40s. And he's looking at the camera, real macho. Just real like, I'm macho Jules Jordan. He's just looking at, I'm macho. Not real sure what he's macho about, considering that we did a story yesterday, and we put him on blast, and we made him look like a bitch-ass punk. And what does he do today? He makes sure he gets his own story out, so he could have a rebuttal to the person that everybody says no one listens to and no one reads. Really? Really, guys? Really? Are you going to play that game again, you fucking jerk-offs? Is that what you're going to do? Is that what you're going to do, jack-offs? Huh? Is that what you're going to fucking do, you fucking jerk-off motherfuckers? I forgot. Rob Black isn't relevant. Nobody listens to Rob Black. Listen to me. Everybody in this fucking business listens to this program. Everybody in this fucking business reads the fucking blogs. Proof right there, ass fucks. You haven't heard a word from Jules Jordan until we post a story and post a picture of him looking like a little midget troll. And the next day, what do you get? A picture of him trying to look like a man, trying to look all tough. And has a big shot with his black t-shirt on and his baggy blue jeans, looking all wiggery as he can, with his new movie, Ass Worship 15. Because he's pulling out all the stops. He's pulling out all the stops. Like, Ass Worship 15 is supposed to be a fucking a special thing. Well, why? It's Ass Worship 15. It's not Ass Worship 100. It's not Ass Worship 50. It's Ass Worship 15. Fucking 15. Who fucking gives a shit? Seriously. Ass Worship 15. Now let's click on and read how this is. Wow, guys. Do you fucking realize that if this isn't more evident of the creepy loser bitch troll directly responding to what our story was yesterday, I don't know what is. Click on the article. It's a fucking paragraph long, you motherfuckers. And it was done by Peter Loser Bitch Boy Warren. So basically, Jules Jordan yesterday seen the article, looked at his little trolley self, and got on the phone with his boy Peter Warren, who he goes and gets fucking blowjobs to, and said, hey, you need to do a story about me, because I can't have people think I'm a trolly loser bitch. Please, man. And fucking Peter Warren's like, what the fuck do you want me to do? And Jules said, well, don't fart on me like that. You got to write up something. He goes, well, what do you want me to write up? You're really a bitch boy troll loser. That company's dying. You have no directors left. And William H. does every fucking movie you own. What do you want us to do? Well, just write something. I'll give you a picture of myself looking macho, looking like a tough guy. Please, will you do this for me? Please, I'm looking bad. Please, help me. Please, Peter, please, oh God, oh please, oh God, oh please, oh God. So, what happens? Peter Warren does a huge article. You want to know what the huge article is? Here you go. The 15th volume of Jules Jordan video celebrated posterior, that celebrates posterior reverie. Series Ass Worship hit the street this week. And according to the director himself, it is exceptionally red letter release. I absolutely think this is the finest cast I've ever shot for the Ass Worship series, Jordan said. Comprising that cast are Annika Albright, who gives a shit, Jada Stevens, who gives a shit, Maddie O'Reilly, who gives a shit, Ashley Fires, who gives a shit, Kimmy Olsen, are you fucking kidding me? And 2010, 4 years ago, motherfuckers, 4 years ago, AVN's best new starlet, Cagney Lynn Carter, performing her first interracial DP. Wow! The two-disc epic incorporates new visual techniques, including aerial drone footage and super slow-motion rendering that Jordan promises will capture the eye. I think every volume of Ass Worship is a big event and features talents that go above and beyond standard XXX release, Jordan asserted. To view the trailer, Ass Worship 15, visit JulesJordanVideo.com. End of press release! If that's not a press release that is directly written and directly put out to combat the story that we wrote about Jules Jordan, funky bitch-ass troll yesterday, I don't know what is. If you're going to now tell me that nobody listens to Rob Black, you're also full of shit, you little punk-ass bitches. You fucking keyboard-warring little bitches. That motherfucker is somebody that not only reads what we fucking write, but he listens. That bitch is listening to me right now. Jules Jordan, suck my big fat motherfucking dick, cocksucker! Jules, take my dick, shove it in your mouth, and suck the cum out of my fucking dago-wop balls. You fucking troll. Alright? You fucking troll. I fuck you in your wigger mouth, you faggot. Huh? You fucking bitch-ass faggot. I fuck you in your wigger fucking mouth. See how you're sitting there in your chair all smug? That smug look is waiting for me to come over, take down my pants, pull out my cock, and shove it right in your mouth. And you suck on it like a little baby sucks on a fucking tit from its mommy when it's 6 months old. You just suck on the head of my dick like this. Is that good, Rob? And I say, no, bitch boy, keep sucking my head. Oh, that's good, bitch boy. Keep sucking the head. Ah, keep going. You're going to get some milk. Okay, thank you, Robbie. Mwah, 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 yeah. You like my fucking milk? You like my milk, you little bitch? You motherfucker. Oh, thank you, Robbie. That was the best milk I ever had. Thank you, but you're good. You like that, Jules? Here you go. Slap your fucking face, you wigger motherfucker. You faggot. Look at you. You fucking jerk off. Yeah, nobody listens to me. Nobody listens. This is E.F. Hutton, motherfuckers. This is E.F. fucking Hutton, motherfuckers. I speak, you listen, and then you react. You either react by fucking typing emails and as anonymous people, faggot bitches, or you run to the fucking AVN Manwin machine and come up with paragraph press releases hoping that somebody won't believe that you're a midget, bitch-ass fucking troll. Well, guess what? It's too late, because not only does everybody think you're a bitch-ass midget troll, but now you give more credence to the fact that everybody and anybody in this fucking business that quote-unquote supposedly is important or has any type of quote-unquote juice listens to the man that is known as Rob motherfucking Black. Learn to love it, boys, because you're looking at the best thing going. Woo! Today. Right there, Jules Jordan, top story on AVN, pulls out all stops for the 15th anniversary ass worship, where his innovation, his creativity goes above and beyond anything that he's ever done. Okay, with his special visual techniques, including aerial drone and super slow motion. Super slow motion, really. That is visual techniques that are so new. Visual techniques that are going to be earth-shattering and innovative. Really. Super slow-mo. Are you fucking kidding me? Super slow motion is now new visual techniques. Really? And having a camera high above the action is called a aerial drone. This is a jerk-off, loser, bitch-ass troll sitting in his little office alone. trying to think of something interesting for a movie that is not interesting, that is flat with ideas, and that is the same shit that he's been doing for the past 10 years, except now William H. That was Thomas Zupko's fucking flunky PA is shooting all of Jules Jordan's stuff. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's Jules Jordan pulling out all the stops with his new visual techniques that are aerial drones and super slow motion. Whoa. You got fucking Axel Braun and Brad Armstrong, who makes rocket ships fly through the fucking air, that have fucking space people walking on the sun. They got fucking fucking Guido and Han Solo interacting in Cantina on Tatooine, okay? And Jules Jordan's talking about his aerial drone and a fucking super slow-mo rendering technique. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I watch an Axel Braun movie and I see the Millennium Falcon flying through space, having fucking dogfight fighter jet with Darth Vader and some fucking Death Star ships. And Jules Jordan's talking about his new fucking aerial techniques and super slow motion. Are you fucking kidding me? The loserest of loser directors can come up with a better fucking innovation than super slow motion. How about this super slow motion? My cock going in Jules Jordan's fucking mouth. How's that for some super slow motion technique? How's that? Have me fuck Jules Jordan's mouth until I fill him up with fucking my jizz. And make that in super slow motion. And then Tom Byron comes up from behind and fucks him up his asshole. So he vomits my cum. How's that? And of course Tom Byron be wearing a condom because who knows where Jules Jordan's asshole has been. Ladies and gentlemen, you have Brad Armstrong and Axel Braun making spaceships fly and having visually stunning movies that people talk about for years and years and years. Or you have Jules Jordan and super slow motion of two black dicks fucking Cagney Lynn Carter. Holy shit! What an innovator that Jules Jordan is. He's got a girl that 4 years ago was the best new starlet, and now she's taking some black dick. Wow! Holy shit! Now I think she already took black dick from a bunch of Elegant Angel movies about a year and a half ago. So I'm not real sure what's so special about her taking black dick now, a year and a half later, and a year and a half older. Is it Morgan fucking Freeman's black dick? Is it fucking 50 Cent's black dick? Whose fucking black dick is it? Is it Harry Belafonte's black dick? Or is it just the normal run-of-the-mill, nasty-ass, low-rent black dick talent that's out there today? Is it Hooks? Who is it? What is so fucking great about Cagney Lynn Carter doing interracial DP? What's special? Harry Belafonte and Morgan Freeman? Someone tell me! I gotta know! What is so special about these black dicks? Oh, wait, is it Darren James and Mr. Marcus? Is it syphilis and AIDS? Not frickin' frack, but syphilis and AIDS? Amos and Andy? What is it? What the fuck is it? How fucking special is this black dick? Did he go get a fucking Amazon drone from Jeff Bezos? The new Amazon drones that are going to be delivering packages to people's houses? Did he get a fucking Amazon drone? Alright? Did he get a fucking Amazon drone to fly overhead where it's fucking videoing Harry Belafonte and Sidney Poitier fucking Candy Lane Carter? Is that it? Is that what I missed from fucking Jules Jordan's pulling out all the stops for ass worship today? Tell me, what the fuck is so goddamn special about Candy Lane Carter's interracial DP? Are they in Mississippi? Are they fucking in Mississippi? Are they going on a freedom ride? Wait a minute. It's not Harry Belafonte. It's not Morgan Freeman. Oh, no. 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 It's Cuba Gooding Jr. That's what it is. It's Cuba Gooding Jr. Yeah. It's Cuba Gooding Jr. That and the fucking interpreter for the Mandela funeral next to President Obama. That's what it is. Okay? Is that what it is? Is that what's so special about this interracial DP? Somebody could tell me, I'd be more than happy to be all ears. I'm listening. And I got to imagine that it's the Amazon drones that Jules Jordan paid millions of dollars for from Jeff Bezos so that he could fucking videotape and capture every essence of one of the most anticipated ass worships to come down the pipeline in a long, long time. And that's Ass Worship 15. And of course, the footage of Cuba Gooding Jr. And the Mandela interpreter will be captured from the Jeff Bezos Amazon drone in, of course, super slow motion. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the Jules Jordan press release that was just put out today as the top story on AVN, a day after Rob Black Show and Adult FYI posted the story of Jules Jordan being porn's creepy midget troll and asking the question, what happened to all your directors? Welcome to the new age, Jules Jordan. You are dying, motherfucker. You are dying. You're living a dream that was in the past, baby. You are a white separatist in the South wishing and pining that this was 1959 all over again. So sit there in your little chair with your smug little troll face and keep listening to the Rob Black Show, Jules Jordan, because at the end of the day, you creepy little motherfucker, guess what? I know it, and the entire world knows it, that when it comes to entertainment, the entertainment that we provide here on the Rob Black Show is undoubtedly the best that's going. Where? Today, motherfuckers. The best entertainment going today. It's the Rob Black Show. And we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back after these messages. I hate the fucking, the fucking 7-Eleven guy, seriously, dude. You guys, seriously. 7-Eleven guy, they're the Pakistanis, okay? They're the fucking Pakistanis, or I don't know what the fuck they are, the Taliban, but they're just jerk-offs. I walk in, and it's the one guy that I've seen. It's like the one manager guy who kind of oversees the place. And he wears the fucking full turban and shit. And then his buddy is the guy that's at night that works behind the counter. He don't wear the turban, but he's more hip and young. But he's the mouthy one. And I walk in, he's like, it's almost like they listen to my show, and they purposely do this now to egg me on and bust my balls, because he's purposely screaming at the guy and laughing at me and screaming at the guy at the same time, like I'm gonna fuck with him because he says we're better than I know. And I walk to the fucking cooler to get my drink. And he's going, and the manager guy, I go, what's he flying or something? And then the manager guy looks at him and smiles at him like they're in on the inside fucking terrorist joke. Smart asses. And I walk up to the counter, I said, I'm going to put this on my card, that way I can use cash for another purchase. So I run the card, he goes, oh, decline. It says decline in there. I go, dude, I just put $7 on it. Oh, no, you got it, decline. I said, okay. And then he's back. Fucking asshole. And I get my drink, and I walk out, and I'm like, yeah, big laugh, big funny laugh. Funny laugh on the American white boy. Okay. You fucking Taliban motherfucker. Fuck, if I had a fucking drone, right now, if I had a fucking drone, I'd sit here and send that fucking drone over to 7-Eleven and blow the whole fucking place up. It's not like you can kill any perimeter zones, you just get a fucking kill a fucking sleeping cell and it's fucks. The two cocksuckers in the front, and I know in the back, listen to me, every 7-Eleven, no matter where you go, you always got 2 or 3 of these fucking turban fucking Taliban motherfuckers in the front. And in the back, in the little storeroom area, you'll see more and more of them come out. And it's like, like their buddies are in the back. You know, and like they're off work and they're bullshit. You want to know what they're doing? That's where they have the sleeper cell meetings. You don't know that, motherfuckers? You think I'm being racist? You think I'm being bigoted? Fuck you, baby. I'm talking about a serious... Listen, somebody call Alex Jones. This cocksucker is worried about Obama and worried about our own fucking government plotting against us. Tell him to go fucking camp out at 7-Eleven one day. He can really find a fucking terrorist, this cocksucker. You never hear him do that. You never hear him talk about that. All he wants to talk about is Obama. Obama's planting secret poison in our food. Obama's flying airplanes and fertilizing the land with fucking poison. Really? Well, what the fuck are they doing at 7-Eleven? Having a fucking party, you cocksucker? Every time I go into 7-Eleven, there's about 13 Taliban fighters in there. They're in there. And you fucking are worried about our president? Get the fuck out of here, you cocksucker. Alex Jones. I have to take Alex Jones and all of those right-wing fucking nutjobs and fucking stick fucking dildos that look like President Obama right up their ass so they can really feel what it's like to get fucked by the president, fucking assholes. Every day they, oh, the president's fucking husband, the fucking what? The rich white man? Get the fuck out of here, you racist motherfuckers. Listen, don't worry about 7-Eleven. Go worry about these fucking Pakistani sleeper cells that are in every 7-Eleven, that are in every fucking corner store with these towel head wearing motherfuckers. Worry about that. Leave the fucking president alone and the fucking black people, okay? The last time I checked, I haven't heard of fucking Michael fucking Watson flying a fucking airplane into a fucking fucking tower, motherfucker. All right? The goddamn bus driver ain't gonna drive a fucking bus into a fucking World Trade Center, okay? Fucking Eugene Jackson and the 10th Ward ain't getting behind a fucking bus with a great soda in his hand and a menthol cigarette, driving it into a fucking trade center. Nah, you know what that motherfucker wants to do? Take a bunch of snotty white kids to a fucking Catholic school, go home and watch Michael fucking Jordan play basketball. And you got fucking Alex Jones worried about fucking black people, worried about, get the fuck out of here. Worry about these fucking Middle Eastern motherfuckers. How's that? Alex Jones, worry about your fucking wife and your wife's relatives, you cocksucker. Don't you worry about my black brothers, alright? Shit. When did the fuck have you seen a terrorist act by a brother? When did you see a motherfucking terrorist act blowing up an airplane? Exactly. Motherfucking black man hasn't even gone on a fucking airplane. For Christ's sake. I got black friends that never even fucking been to a fucking airport before. They know what a fucking boat is. Alright, they don't want to get on a fucking boat again. The airplane. I've never even seen a black fucking pilot, man. Have you ever gotten on a fucking airplane and had the fucking guy treat you, be like, hey, how's it going there? Get the fuck out of here. I see fucking old white rich dudes flying an airplane. I don't even see a fucking stewardess and the stewardess guy being black. A bunch of white waspy motherfuckers. Fuck it. I want to see Alex Jones form a protest at 7-Eleven, man. Better yet, go to fucking Fry's Electronics. All it is full of fucking towel heads over there. Fucking worried about my brothers. Get the fuck out of here. Shit.
What's up, guys? We're back.
I see a fucking bombing at a fucking bus station. Then I'll get on the condemnation of blacks, alright? Shit.
I'm horrible, man. What's wrong with me? Huh, guys?
Fucking son.
What's wrong with me? I'm offensive. I'm offended right now. I'm offended by myself. I'm offended by my own act. I'm feeling offended right now. Okay? I'm feeling offended. I'm offended right now by myself. I want to punish myself. Okay? I want to beat myself. Jesus Christ. How else are we doing? I know we were talking about life and love, and all of a sudden we got sidetracked. But I wanted to get that story we just came from out so that we could, well, because you know it's going to disappear. You know that story's going to fucking disappear. And it won't be up there anymore. And then people will go, oh, what are you talking about, Ron? What are you talking about? So I wanted to make sure we got that out there. And, you know, it's funny. I mean, fucking, I'm doing Dropbox stuff here, guys. You little fucking mutants. And, of course, not to my fans. You know I love you fans. I'm not talking about my loving fans. I'm talking about the half of jerk-off fans that claim they're not fans, but they listen to this show every day, which is kind of funny. It's hilarious when people say that they're not fans, but yet they listen to the show every fucking day. That's pretty funny. Let me see here. Upload. I'm uploading stuff right now, guys, while we speak, so we don't miss a beat. And I got to tell Byron where I'm uploading to, so he can tell Anonymous, and Anonymous will start to grab this stuff. It's all fucking confusing. I know it's confusing. Anyways, god damn. Well, I don't know what I'm uploading to. Well, I am uploading to. Let me see. I'm uploading. I'm uploading to something. I'm uploading to something that says my name. I was logged on to your account, but it took me to a new account. I just put the box cover of Retribution from XPW. See if you can find it. And I'm also putting up a video now. Guys, we're doing 8 different things at once. I got special accounts. It's like a whole fucking. It's like a whole thing. I got. We're doing the Roku, and it's fucking hot as fuck. Seriously, we're here in North Hollywood, and there literally is a helicopter. I'm looking at. There it is. A helicopter. It's a police helicopter, and if I keep the window open, can you guys hear that? I'm looking at the helicopter right now. It's a fucking helicopter that is just circling, which means there's a kidnapping, there's a fucking rape, a bank robbery. I know they're not looking for that fucking downed airplane. I know they ain't looking for that downed Chinese fucking Malaysian airliner. Motherfucker, I'm fucking dying over here, and this cocksucker is just fucking just circling this motherfucker. Cocksucker, man. Annoying as all hell. He might be leaving. Get the fuck out of here, jerk off. Nah, he's still circling. This asshole. Fuck you, asshole. Fuck you. Annoying motherfucker. Look at this cocksucker. And he's close, man. This motherfucker's close to us. Seriously. If he had some fucking... If this guy had some... Fuck you. You're killing my show, asshole. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, fuck you, cop. Jerk off. Fucking asshole. He was looking down with fucking binoculars. He seen me. He seen me giving him this. You see me giving them that? Fucking jerk off. Fucking asshole. I can't even fucking keep the window down. Fucking half a fag. Fuck. If I shut off the lights, is it still gonna be alright, or is it gonna be too dark in here? Oh, man. I'm gonna film that. I don't think I could film it with the fuck. I wish I could. I don't think I could fucking videotape this, because I think when I'm online, it won't let me. I don't think I could videotape. I wish I could. Hold on. I don't think I can though, you guys. Hold on. Let me see. I don't think I can. I'm gonna try. Oh, maybe he left. I'm gonna see if I can try, you guys. Alright, here we go. I can't even fucking see. Come back here, you little scumbag. Fucking asshole. Hold on, guys. I want you guys to get a real good view of this cock-sucking copter. Just circling like a jerk off, fucking with our show. Yeah, you fucking with our show. I don't know if it worked. No. Didn't work. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it. Yeah. I can't do it when I'm online. Fuck. Well, there goes that, guys. Sorry. Thought we'd have a good Instagram of the police copter busting our fucking balls. It's like Goodfellas right now. I'm serious. I feel like Goodfellas. Or Henry Hill's fucking talking to Karen. Fucking asshole. Man, look how close he is. I swear to God. This fucking helicopter has got to be maybe 3 football fields away. He's that close to us. Jesus. And he doesn't sound loud over there, but when he makes this loop over here, it's like fucking deafening. I keep hearing that. Boom, 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 boom. Karen, it's right there. Do you see it? I don't see it, Henry. I don't fucking see it. I don't. Oh, wait a minute. I do. I do see it. I do see it. Oh, man, I see it. Come on, let's go. We'll go shopping. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, it's Goodfellas episode right now. Think I'm fucking around? I'm not fucking around. It's a goddamn Goodfellas episode. Jesus Christ. Most annoying fucking... This has got to be one of the most annoying shows that we've done when it comes to outside noise. Normally, it's just the dirty strippers from downstairs busting balls. But tonight, or this afternoon, it's these fucking scumbag cops. Jesus Christ. I think they're just doing it on purpose to fuck with me. They're like, let's fuck with Rob Black. He's a little jerk off. He's a little jerk off. Fucking assholes. Like, they got nothing else better to do except fuck with me. That's all they're doing. They're not warding off crime, all right? They're not warding off crime. Right now, they're not doing anything that's warding off fucking crime, okay? Jesus Christ. They're not doing anything that's warding off crime. I will fucking promise you that. I will promise you that. Fucking assholes. Man. Another story I saw that I thought was pretty entertaining. And of course, it's another quick little release. And let's talk about it so we can do our fiduciary duty for all of the retailers out in Pornland and all distributors out in Pornland, and make sure if there's one movie that they don't spend their hard-earned money for, it's the film by Dream Zone, a.k.a. Frank Krebsky and Adam Hasner, the two biggest pieces of shit in the world. One Flew Over the Cuckold's Nest. Yes, a movie that was kicked around and actually conceived originally by Tom Byron about, Jesus Christ, I think 2.5 years ago. Tom Byron actually bought the script from Nelson X, a reviewer who last we heard was working for, I thought he was working for XBiz, but now he's out, I think, doing his own PR thing maybe. He's doing something. But Nelson X wound up writing a script. He wrote 2 scripts. And Tom Byron paid $500 a piece for these scripts. Of course, out of his own money, because that's how it used to be done with Adam Hasner and Dream Zone and Frank Krebsky, because they're fucking the biggest pieces of shit in the world. And as Adam Hasner would always say, "Don't worry, bro. Don't worry. You'll get the money back, bro. Don't worry, bro. Yeah, don't worry, bro. You ain't gonna get nothing back, you fuck." So Tom Byron paid for 2 scripts. One Flew Over the Cuckold's Nest and Little Spermaid. And at the end of the day, they got shelved. They were never made. But lo and behold, here they are 2 years later, 2.5 years later, and guess what? You're seeing One Flew Over the Cuckold's Nest, and I even think that they were going to come out with Little Spermaid. I don't even fucking know, but I do know that One Flew Over the Cuckold's Nest is out, and it is right now in the pipeline and going out to retailers. And if you look at AVN, the press release and the movie is being shipped. And the press release states, Dream Zone's Cuckold's Nest ships to retailers. Dream Zone Entertainment's long-hyped parody One Flew Over the Cuckold's Nest has begun shipping to adult retailers. Starring Alexis Ford, Shia LaBeouf, Brianna Brooks, and Kim Blossom. The spoof of the 1975 Jack Nicholson classic of a similar name gives the tale of a state mental facility gone amok. A new twist involving interracial cuckolding, as implemented by Nurse Snatchit. One Flew Over the Cuckold's Nest is being released in a 2-disc collector's edition set that includes bonus scenes, trailers, photo galleries, safe-for-work versions of the Dream Zone's other parody adaptations. Adam Hasner, piece of shit of Dream Zone Entertainment, stated, "One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, bro, is more than a clever title, bro. And the retailers have spoken to that understanding, bro. And we've seen an enthusiastic influx of pre-order sales for this release, bro. Remaining retailers are encouraged to contact your representatives today to obtain your copies, bro. And you can give me a call at 609-426-1777. That's extension 1228, bro. Or you can also email me, man. Okay, bro? And it's Adam at AdvantageDistribution.com, bro. So give me a call and say, how many, bro, of these Dream Zone pieces of shit do you want? Because if you order a lot, Frank will think I'm an awesome salesman. And then I won't have to suck his cock as much as I do, bro, to keep my job, bro. Take it easy." And the press release. I swear to God, that's what the press release says. Says all of that stuff. And if you push the button here called Adam Hasner voice, it even talks like that. "Bro, what's up, bro? How are you, bro? Do you want to buy some more head cleaner from me, bro? You want to buy some whippets from me, bro? Me and you could do some whippets, and then we'll sniff some amyl nitrate, and we could fuck each other up the ass, bro. And then right before you come, you could get the business bitch boy, Frank Kratzky, bro, to open his mouth and taste the jizz, bro." So, that was an interesting press release. I didn't realize that AVN had that technology. It's kind of shocking to me that they would have that technology and Jules Jordan would only have the aerial drone. I would think that Jules Jordan would have the Jules Jordan talking wigger feature on all of his press releases, but he doesn't. Only Dream Zone has the talking bro Adam Hasner release. So all of the distributors out there, all you retailers out there, if you could at least save your money on one release, save it on this, and do not buy Dream Zone's One Flew Over the Cuckold's Nest. It is a waste of funds. It is a waste of money. And in this climate where the adult business and you distributors and you retailers have limited shelf space and limited dollars to spend, I implore you, do not waste your fucking money on this piece of shit. Do not waste your money on this piece of garbage. Do you understand that? Dream Zone Entertainment's movies are garbage. Okay? Half the product they put out is repackaged scenes from Tom Byron and Rob Black movies. All of the Evolution distribution product is repackaged Tom Byron and Rob Black movies, everything about the entities that Frank Kresge owns and possesses are nothing more than repackaged Extreme Associate, Evolution, Tom Byron. It's all from us. Okay, Frank Kresge and Adam Hasner still trade off our names. Yes, the losers of the business. The Rob Blacks, the Tom Byrons, but yet your hero of the retards, Frank Kresge, still makes millions of dollars off of us. Sorry to burst everybody's bubble. Facts are facts. Yeah. So save your money. Do not buy Dream Zone's One Flew Over the Cuckold's Nest. It is a waste of time. It is a waste of money. And within a month, if you really want it that bad, you'll be able to buy it on a catalog special for $2. Yes, in about a month to 2 months, you'll be able to buy this movie for fucking $2. And within a week, you'll be able to watch this online for free. So, save your fucking money today and invest it into real product. Go buy a fucking Brad Armstrong movie. Go buy my buddy Brad Armstrong's movie, Underworld, okay? Go buy my buddy Axel Braun, that fat fuck, any of his fucking movies. Go buy Jesus Christ. Go buy Star Wars from Axel Braun and Vivid. But do not, I repeat, do not waste your time, waste your money on this Dream Zone piece of shit. One Flew Over the Cuckold's Nest. Please. Thank you. And the police helicopter is gone. We can have fucking air again. Man, those fuckers, they kill me. Oh, man, oh, man. Anyways, that was a press release that I seen that just completely got me not incensed, but got me a little thinky, and I wanted to think on it. And so there's my thoughts. I mean, every time I look at Jules Jordan staring back at me, I want to fuck his face, this loser. Serious. It's like, oh my God, Jules, stop looking at me, you fuck. Stop it. Stop looking at me. Stop it. You motherfucker. Stop it. God damn. It's like, stop, please. Please, stop it. Look somewhere else. I wish he was like, I wish this picture of Jules Jordan, I wish this picture of Jules Jordan was like one of those horror movies where you see the picture in the spooky house and the eyes just, they move. So like as you move, the eyes move. So that I could say something or I could push a button and the Jules Jordan eyes wouldn't be looking at me. But they're looking at me. So when I have the AVN site open, I got to look at Jules Jordan's eyes looking at me, staring at me. He's just staring at me. It fucking annoys me. Annoys the fuck out of me, man. I'm like so annoyed by Jules Jordan just staring at me. It's like, I just want to fucking, it's like I want to stare at him, you know? It's like I'm just staring at him. I'm like, fucking, I'm just fucking staring. I'm just staring. There, I'm fucking motherfucker. Yeah, you motherfucker. I'm just staring at him, like, motherfucker. That's it. I'm just staring at him. That's all I'm doing right now. Looking at him. You motherfucker. You cocksucker. So, anyways, what else are you gonna do? Fucking, he's just creepy. He's just creepy. He's just a wigger. He's creepy. And when's he gonna get AIDS? I say, you know, I was, again, the question keeps coming up day in and day out. When's the next AIDS gonna come? And now I was thinking about this last night. Not AIDS itself. Oh yeah, I was. On our night show, we were talking about the concept of AIDS and how it's transported. And the question remained. And I'm telling you, my night audience couldn't really give me an answer. And I was wondering if I should present it to the day audience. Because I know there's people in the day audience that don't listen to our night show. And I know those of you that are part of the day audience would probably have more information. So let me present this to you. And those of you who listened to the show last night, and those of you who heard this, I would hope that you've studied and you now could actually give an answer to my question, because my question is relevant. My question is not moot, all right? My question is not moot, all right? It's not. Let's face it. My question is something that is pertinent, and my question is something that I think should be debated. And here's the question, and here's the debate. And it goes with the theory of who has AIDS. If you have AIDS, so let's say John Staliano, God hope soon, he dies. And of course he dies of AIDS. Now, presumably, hold on, ooh, that one, poop might have came out. Presumably, he doesn't get hit by a car, or he's not driving in a car with somebody that's drunk and drives off a cliff like one of his ex-girlfriends did. Let's presume that he just dies of AIDS. Let's presume that for the last 16, 17 years that he's had HIV/AIDS, that when you're supposed to be taking care of yourself and basically making sure that your body stays in tip-top shape to fight off any infections and so forth and so on. Let's just assume that he doesn't do that. Let's just assume that all he does is smoke tons of marijuana and do tons of amyl nitrate, poppers, rush, and have girls like Sheena Shaw fuck him up his ass with dildos. Let's just assume that's what he does on a regular basis. Let's assume that his T-cell count will get down to about 4, like Ron Woodruff from Dallas Buyers Club. And then let's assume that he'll start throwing up blood, and he'll get these giant hamburger-sized lesions that are like this big. And he's just like, he'll be like, hey, how you doing? I'm John Staliano. And you're like, wow, what's that giant black lesion on your hand? Oh, it's AIDS. Let's assume all of that. And then let's assume that he dies. Now, when he's in the ground, because we will assume that he's buried in a box 8 feet in the earth. Let's now assume that worms are now eating at his body, okay? And they're eating on his flesh, and they're eating on his insides. And let's assume that he didn't do anything with his organs because his organs are riddled with AIDS. So they left his organs inside his body when they embalmed him, because nobody wants to have all those AIDS organs all over them and stuff like that. So they basically left all of his innards inside him, kind of like when you cook a turkey for Thanksgiving and you put the fucking thing in the oven and you forget one of the gizzard bags, and about halfway through you're like, oh fuck, and you go and you realize you just started baking a bag of gizzard innards. So let's assume that all of his organs and everything are still festered inside of his body. Now, let's assume there's a whole bunch of worms that are feeding on his corpse, and they're eating his flesh, and they're sucking on his innards. Would those worms now have AIDS? It's a logical question. I'm asking you, would those worms now have AIDS? Then, if you happen to walk by and it was raining and the worms that had been eating John Staliano's AIDS-riddled body have now festered and rose to the top of the earth, and you are now collecting these worms because you're going to take them down to the local pier, and you're going to sell these worms to some bait shops so that they could sell them to fishermen on the wharf. So now, you sell those worms that have been feeding on an AIDS patient for probably a month or two. And of course, they're big worms now because the AIDS virus, along with the AZT medicine and the marijuana, THC, and of course amyl nitrate, have kind of created a super growth of worm. Now, when this worm gets hooked onto a fishing line, and somebody like Scott Peterson is out fishing before he takes his pregnant wife that he's killed, murdered, chopped up, and thrown over the boat into the water to sink down to the ocean so nobody will see that he killed her. Before that happens, and he's fishing, and he reels in a catfish or a bullhead, because that's his favorite fish, because he's got a couple black friends that love catfish and bullhead. Now, he reels these catfish and bullhead in, and these catfish and bullhead have now consumed the AIDS worms. Well, now those worms infect the catfish and bullhead, and will they now have AIDS of a super hybrid, because those were worms that were feeding off John Staliano's body that were in turn infused with AZT, amyl nitrate, marijuana, AIDS, and so forth and so on. Now those bullhead and catfish, which Scott Peterson brings back to the dock, goes out to his friend Tyrone Shoelaces, and they cook up some catfish, some bullhead, some collard greens, some chitlins, and they top it off with some great drink, and of course some easy sounds of Harry Belafonte. Would those gentlemen, Tyrone Shoelaces and his friends, would they now have AIDS inside them because they just ate the catfish bullhead that ate the AIDS worms that ate John Staliano's AIDS-riddled body while they were in the ground? Ladies and gentlemen, I think these are real questions. Now, I'm not a doctor. I never claimed to be a doctor. I never claimed to be a saint. But what I do claim to be is somebody that is inquisitive. And I'm constantly striving for knowledge. I'm constantly striving to find answers. Much like my counterpart, Alex Jones, he likes to know and tries to find answers as to the government spreading these special pesticides all over the world that are going to create zombies. And Alex Jones wants to question if our great president, Barack Obama, is really an American and not born in Kenya. I question and like to know if a worm feeding on an AIDS patient dead body, still full of its innards, 8 feet in the ground, if that worm is digested and eaten by catfish and bullhead, which in turn are eaten by my good friend Tyrone Shoelaces and his family, will that family now be infected with John Staliano's HIV/AIDS? That's something that I question. I wonder. I'm inquisitive. I have a probing mind. Because let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, we don't grow as a society. We don't grow as people until we challenge the establishment, until we challenge and ask and demand answers. And when we get that knowledge, the next thing you know is Nobel Peace Prizes. The next thing you know are awards. The next thing you know are basically science fairs. Fuck little paper mache volcanoes. Fuck that shit. I want to be able to probe the AIDS worm to the human patient of AIDS. I want to go into the life cycle of the mutation of AIDS. Now, let's just say my good friend Tyrone Shoelaces and his family now have AIDS. Is it a super AIDS? Is it a AIDS that is infused with THC, poppers, AZT medicine, a little weed, a little hard liquor? What is it? And can that HIV/AIDS be stopped? Can that be stopped with malt liquor? Can it be stopped with menthol cigarettes? What can stop that form? Again, these are questions that I'm asking. You know, I know they might sound silly to some of you, and you might say, wow, Rob, you're very uneducated. You're not very smart. Well, hey, again, we are only evolving as citizens and as species, as people, if we're allowed to ask questions. And in turn, by asking these questions, we're able to get knowledge. And by gaining knowledge, we now have the wisdom to eventually build a bomb that you drop on a bunch of yellow people in the Pacific Islands and watch them fucking burn. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we get knowledge. We build bombs. We build nuclear reactors. But at the end of the day, don't fault me for getting and wanting knowledge. So, if you put the AIDS worm here, okay, let's put the AIDS worm right next to Chris Mann and the Death Dollar. My question then would be, when's the next person going to come down with fucking AIDS? Okay? That's what I want to know. Because if you can't get AIDS from the AIDS worm to the catfish, to the bullhead, to Tyrone Shoelaces eating the catfish to the bullhead, to them having unprotected sex with anybody, how the fuck and when the fuck is the next person in this business going to get some AIDS? Because let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, the only time the adult entertainment business is exciting is when there's AIDS. And there hasn't been a good bout of AIDS in what? When was that last AIDS outbreak? 2 months ago? 3, maybe even longer. Seriously, it might have been even longer when the last AIDS outbreak was. I mean, they're seriously, it's been a while since AIDS. And that's depressing. Like I said, when there's AIDS, it's pretty fucking exciting. It really is. And when there's fucking AIDS, it's like, Jesus Christ, it's exciting. You know, it's almost like the first time we see, it's almost like when we see Titanic for the first time with Leo DiCaprio. I mean, it really is. The first time, and we see Titanic with Leo DiCaprio, and him and what's her name there? What's the girl's name from Jesus Christ? What's the girl's name? I can't remember the goddamn girl's name. God damn. What's the goddamn girl's name? I can't fucking remember her name. But anyways, the first time we see Titanic, and we're all so excited about it, okay? If you guys remember, we see Titanic, and there's the fucking airplane again. You motherfucker. Okay? Are you fucking me? Anyway, first time we see Titanic, and we get warm and fuzzy inside. That time that we see Titanic is kind of like how we get when there is AIDS in the business. We get excited, we get nervous, we wonder who else has got it, we wonder who's going to talk about it, we wonder what spin is going to be put on it, and we wonder if it's like a case of the movie Cabin Fever, where this person has infected like 10, 15, 20 people. And every day there's going to be more and more and more people that fucking pull up positive. And you watch all of the different companies start to put their own spin on how they're going to deal with moratoriums and how they're going to come up with being safe and how they're going to come up with new procedures to protect talent. It's fucking awesome. And then you see Free Speech Coalition, Diane Duke, Chris Mann, and they come out with a new spin about how it wasn't contracted on set and that the testing procedures and protocols work, and that basically these people that got the AIDS were just irresponsible, and they must have been at a fucking gay bathhouse blowing like 20, 30, 40 people at a time and just asking for AIDS. And AIDS is like, oh, here, yeah, I'm going to give it to you. It is an exciting fucking time in the business when AIDS hits, because everybody has a different spin. Everybody has a different agenda. And everybody looks incredibly retarded trying to weasel out of the fact that common sense will tell you that getting a stupid test on August 1st doesn't protect you against anything. It only informs you if you're riddled with AIDS. It only tells other people
if you're riddled with AIDS. And depending on when that test is done, depending on when your next test is done, and depending on who you have had sex with, that test is basically meaningless because you have to count in all the variables of outside of the business. You have to count who the people have fucked that have not been on set. You have to take into account if they wore rubbers in their private life. You have to basically come up with so many scenarios that the whole concept of a test is pretty stupid. And nobody can honestly just say, nobody's safe in the adult business. A test is just a notification if you have AIDS, just like a pregnancy test is. And basically, we risk getting AIDS every time we put our dicks or pussies or mouths or assholes in the line of fire every day. And we're all big boys and big girls, and that's the responsibility that we take amongst ourselves, and that's what we decide to do, because porn ultimately has always been an outlaw industry, and we are looked at as outlaws. We look at ourselves as outlaws, and we don't give a fuck because we're doing something that people do in their private lives by hooking up with people at bars, but we're getting paid hundreds upon hundreds of dollars to do it. And we take the risk every day with knowing that we could get something that will kill us, but ultimately we will take that risk because we take that same risk when we go out to a bar or we meet somebody at a club and we're not getting paid. But you see, nobody can say that because it's fucking stupid. It's retarded. It's irresponsible. And it's asinine. But that's exactly what it really means. And we all know it. But we're afraid to ever come to grips with that truth. I mean, look at John Stagliano, for Christ's sakes. He went to Brazil and had unprotected sex with a transsexual and its bloody penis. John Stagliano is the owner of a multi-million-dollar company. And yet, he was so irresponsible that he went to another country where the HIV rate is in like the 80% of the hooker, transsexual, whatever population they have up there. And it was a pretty foregone conclusion that having unprotected sex with a bloody transsexual penis person was going to give him AIDS. And yet, he did it anyways. So, that mentality is somebody that wasn't making thousands of dollars, that wasn't on set, that wasn't in the midst of an industry where people are vying for film roles or magazine covers or whatever is fucking left in this shit-ass business. And yet, that person did it all for the love of sex. And we're all supposed to carry this mantra that people give a fuck about disease in this business. Nobody gives a fuck, but nobody will admit that. And nobody has the fucking balls to admit it. No one has the balls to admit it. Nobody has the balls to go, if it's my time, it's my time. And if I can make it through the industry like Ron Jeremy did,
and fuck thousands of women and be doing it for 30 years and not get AIDS, hey man, it's just like your 80-year-old grandfather that never got cancer, never got fucking cataracts, never got nothing, and he's sitting there like Jack LaLanne fucking lifting weights. Luck of the draw. And nobody has the balls to say that, but ultimately that's what it's about. So in turn, everybody comes up with stupid excuses and stupid just ideas. Well, if we do this, this will work. And if we go, listen, again, there's no way to be 100% safe regardless. And the only way to be 80% safe is to wear rubber. And nobody wants to wear rubber. Okay, so then the only other concept is you're rolling the dice. Yeah, well, if we do test is bullshit. Again, if I test on August 1st, if I test on March 13th, I don't have to have another test for 2 weeks. Or if you're part of Latata, a month. Well, once I test, I go into the gay bathhouse and get fucked up my ass every day by fucking AIDS-riddled fucking guys. And then I go and I fuck porn chicks next week. And I still don't have to get a new test. And I shoot fucking my AIDS load all over those girls. And by the time I get my new test from PASS and it comes up positive, now I sit there with them and go, well, I fucked these 7 people in my personal life, and I fucked these 6 girls on camera. So there you go. How the fuck can you be safe with that concept? And that's a real concept. The only way you can be safe is wearing a rubber and not spraying your fucking load in people's faces. Other than that, there's no other way to be fucking safe. You have to hopefully believe that the person that shows you their test and says, here's my test, I'm negative for AIDS, and in the past week, I've only had sex 3 times, and all 3 times I've worn a rubber. Pinky swear. That's it. Again, that's all fine and dandy if everybody would just get on board and say, yo, we got balls of steel and that's all we're doing because we're not wearing rubbers, so everybody go fuck yourselves. But again, nobody does. So everybody tries to come up with bullshit excuses of why testing is safe and why we're safe and this. So you all look stupid. And at least back in our day of extreme, when we went outside the norm and said, we're not wearing rubbers, and we did it for publicity, we did it to be fucking edgy. We knew the luck of the draw could be getting AIDS. We used to joke about it. When any of us started coughing, we'd be like, oh, you must got AIDS. We all knew the luck. We knew it. We knew what we were doing. We knew that by doing what we did was a publicity stunt. We're the bareback vigilantes. We're the no rubber condom. But we all knew that ultimately we all could get AIDS. And I used to always say when we'd be fucking eating dinner, I would say, you know, fucking one of us comes down with the AIDS. People are going to be like, told you so, told you so. And we used to laugh all the time about that. But we were fucking mad enough to fucking step up and say, hey, if we get AIDS, we get AIDS. Fuck it. At least it ain't from getting fucked in the ass by a bloody dick tranny in Brazil, motherfucker. And that's it. We manned up. Man up, bitch. We didn't come up with all these bullshit. Well, you know that you can get pussy friction from a condom. And then you get the fuck out of here. Well, you know that porn sex is a lot different than having sex at home. And get the fuck out. Everything that everybody says makes them all look stupid. Just like 2 years ago when the condom debate was raging and Tom Byron was on set for Axel Braun's Star Wars. And there was a fucking an interviewer there, and Tom Byron thought the guy was doing interviews for Star Wars. And he sat and said, Tom, can I ask you questions? Tom's like, yeah, sure. And he's sitting there in his Obi-Wan Kenobi outfit. And the guy says, you know, Obi-Wan Kenobi, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. And then he goes, so tell me, what's your stance on the condom issue? And Byron said, you know what? I thought this was about Star Wars. And he goes, well, it is, but I'd like to. And Byron goes, I don't really give a shit about talking about that now. Because either way you talk about it, you can't win. If you're for condoms, the industry will blacklist you. And if you're against condoms, it goes against all logic. So there's no way to win. And the guy went, oh, okay, I respect that. And Byron said, okay, so what else do you want to know about Star Wars? You want to know if Obi-Wan Kenobi gets blown by Yoda? I'll tell you. And that's really it. Because there is no way to defend a position of our business having no condoms to fight AIDS logically. There's no way. You can't. You can't do it. Take all the testing you want in the world. I don't give a shit if we have a testing facility from Quinnipiac, FBI labs, okay? I don't care if we get a AIDS fucking testing facility that's conducted by the FBI and Clarice Starling from fucking Silence of the Lambs. Ultimately, once again, the test you have on the 1st is only as good as the test you have on the 1st. So when you have a sex scene on the 7th, you have no idea, or the partners have no idea what you did throughout that 6 days. And that's something that nobody ever discusses in this business. Even the people that are for the safety of the industry and want condoms, nobody even discusses that concept, because people think that if we have new testing facilities, if somehow you take the testing concepts out of talent testing or cutting edge and you put it in an independent hand, you're still going to have the same issue. A test on fucking August 1st is only as good as a test on August 1st. That's it. So if you have a test on August 1st and August 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, you do 5 scenes. And during those 5 scenes, you go home at night and have sex 3 different times with 3 different people. You just have 8 opportunities to either get a disease or pass a disease in between the time you just took your fucking test and the next time you take your test. And again, if you are working on a Latada basis where they have informed talent that you don't have to have a 14-day test, you only have to have a 30-day test, then you are in essence having 30 days of vulnerability. How does that not register with anybody? Again, either man up and say, because I'm an outlaw, baby, and my dick is like titanium, my pussy in the asshole is like titanium, and what bounces off of that shit bounces off into thin air, and I won't get a disease. Or you gotta fucking say, yeah, I gotta wear a rubber. But don't sit there and fucking piss all over everybody and tell them it's a rainstorm. Because that's all of you do. Again, I'm going to repeat this. You can have the greatest testing facility in the entire world. They can have the greatest notification process in the entire world. They could actually create a little pager that they give to everybody that tests there. And this little pager is a notification bell to notify them if they get AIDS or if anybody they've worked with have AIDS. And it's all super confidential, and it's all controlled by the fucking FBI and wiretapping NSA of the federal government, okay? You still would not be safe, assholes. Again, if you test on the first with the super secret testing facility that has pagers to everybody, or they have little chips implanted in everybody's head to notify them when disease has either struck them or struck people that they've worked with, and it's all super secret. They still are only as safe as the day you took the test. So if you took the test on the first, and on the third you decided to go to the North Hollywood bathhouse and suck 5 dicks, and one of those dicks is full of AIDS, and you fucking have a fucking ulcer in your mouth, and you now contract AIDS on the fucking third, and you then go do a scene for Jules Jordan with Cagney Lynn Carter on the 6th, which is shot in super slow-mo, guess what? Those motherfucking people were just exposed to your AIDS. And guess what? You're part of Latata and you're part of LAX, and you don't got a test until the 30th. So guess what? On the 11th, you have another scene. This time on Adam Hasner, Frank Kritzky shoot, where you're fucking Chanel Preston right in her asshole. And guess what? She's now exposed to your AIDS. And then after that shoot, you go work for Jerry Estrada at Septo Studios, and that's done on the 16th. And guess what? Guess what? You fucked 3 people, and they're all exposed to your AIDS. Guys, do you see? Right now, you're still in a super secret testing facility. You still have a super secret pager. You still have a super secret notification chip in your head. You have everything that is imaginable to keep you safe, except for plastic on your dick or plastic going in your pussy that is prohibiting these little AIDS creatures from running out of the sperm and blood into your fucking open sores or open wounds. So again, how are you not? How are you protected by just a test, even at the greatest circumstances of notification? And until you all will just fess up and say, "Hey, we're big boys, we're big girls, we know what we do is not safe, and we're outlaws, and this is what we're going to do, and we're going to roll the dice." Because rather you test us every 14 days or every 30 days, unless we wear condoms, which none of us want to do, none of the companies want, we cannot be 100% safe. And even with condoms, if somebody pulls the rubber off, it shoots the cum in somebody's eyes and they're full of AIDS, there's still a chance of getting it. So at the end of the day, we're either going to man up and say this is the life we choose, like a gangster, or we're going to shut the fuck up and wear rubbers, or we're going to shut the fuck up and not come up with bullshit excuses that makes ourselves look stupid and say it's a First Amendment right. Because ultimately, when you're running around saying we have a First Amendment right, it's not a First Amendment right. Nothing is infringing on somebody's rights to make pornography or write a book and have somebody get it in a library. Okay? You people don't even know what a First Amendment right is. You really don't. And you idiots seem to think that making porn with a condom infringes on your First Amendment rights. And even my good buddy Axel Braun, who's a retard, and when he talks about rotoscoping rubbers out of porn and says, well, that would cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Again, it doesn't fucking matter. If it can be done, It doesn't matter if it costs $50,000 or $100,000. If it can be done, you just prove the point of the people that say X out the condoms. No different than a stuntman who jumps out of a building with a fucking wire attached, and they take out the wire and it looks like he's falling from the sky. Hollywood doesn't say, oh, god damn, we can't fucking do that. It'll cost us too much money. So we're just going to let the guy fall and die. Or we're not. Nobody, it's just retarded. When my good friend Axel says, well, you can do that, but it will cost too much money. Axel, you idiot, you just blew the biggest argument. You basically said it can be done, but it costs too much money. Who gives a fuck then? Why would the government fucking care? That's like when the government is approving patents, or they're approving drugs, or they're approving vehicles, or anybody's doing anything for safety or things like that, and they say to them, hey man, you're going to have to do a GM recall, and you're going to have to recall all these cars because they have faulty brakes. What do you think GM does? Oh, damn! Damn, it's going to cost too much money. What do you think the government goes, you're all right. Don't worry about it, buddy. Don't worry about it. Right now, you got GM and them all jammed up for having cars that they knew were shitty and could kill people. And they didn't do a recall because it cost them money. Well, guess what? They're going to get their fucking asses handed to them. The concept that something costs too much money to protect people doesn't fly in America. And if you people think it flies in porno, then you're fucking wrong. And you shouldn't even take that stance and just take the stance of we're outlaws. That's a lot better than going, well, it's going to cost us too much money. Why? You make $13 billion a year, business. Axel Braun drives Maseratis. Axel Braun has $500,000 in automobiles. And he's saying it costs too much money to rotoscope porn rubbers out? Really? It's a guy that made the Millennium Falcon fly through space. It's a guy who was making R2-D2, C-3PO. And he's saying it costs too much money to rotoscope condoms out? Get the fuck out of here. Don't you see, guys, that even your spokespeople that you march out and talk are fucking dumb? I mean, I love Axel, but he's just stupid. Hi, I'm Axel Braun. I have hundreds of millions of dollars at my disposal. I drive millions of dollars worth of cars. Oh, and it will cost too much money to rotoscope out a condom. So, fuck condoms. People look at him and go, really? You pull up to a porn set with a 65-foot trailer and hang out inside of a trailer while people are shooting porn at Bill Fox's studio. You actually have American citizens that can't afford houses and have to live in RVs and fucking wander the earth because they can't afford to have a real home. And you have one of their homes as a fuck toy to just hang out in while a bunch of skanky bitches are fucking in fat Bill Fox's studio. Madon, what a fucking business we got, huh? Seriously, what a fucking business we got. Are you guys completely insane? Seriously, are you guys completely insane? I cannot fathom what comes out of the people's mouths in this business. You guys bitch and moan because the stuff I say is controversial. Listen, you guys got to understand something. If these people that listen to our business, okay, and you put them in a room and you take 3 hours of 4 hours of talking from you, the educated leaders of our business, and you take 3 to 4 hours from Rob Black, the social satirist, the comedian. Do you realize, and I know you won't admit it, but these people will look at what I'm talking about, what I'm doing, what I'm saying, 50 times more serious than anything you all are? These people look at all of you and go, you're all full of shit, you're all evil crooks, you're all criminals, and you're all coming up with stupid shit to get around testing, to get around health, to get around safety. They look at me and go, this person is no different than Bill Maher. This person is no different than Howard Stern. This person is no different than Alex Jones. This person is no different than Sean Hannity. He has a different tone and a different vibe, but he is exactly who these people are. He's actually more real than these fucking people like Diane Duke and Christian Mann and John Staliano and Peter Ackworth and AVN and Alec Helmy. You people are so fake and phony that everybody sees right through it. Nina Hartley, when she says condoms aren't safe and effective. For our entire lives, from the 80s to now, we've always been told, from high school to guidance counselors, to television movies, that condoms are 99% effective of eliminating, when used properly, infectious disease. Literally, you can look on the rappers where they talk about the percentages that protect you from pregnancy. We've been taught by our parents, use a condom, use a condom. We saw commercials that ran throughout the 80s, throughout the 90s. We heard people say condoms are the #1 thing to combat HIV/AIDS. Condoms are the #1 thing to combat infection, gonorrhea, syphilis. Condoms are the #1 thing that we can provide low-income people that will protect them from disease, that in turn will save the economy money because they will not show up in emergency rooms with diseases that could be preventable. If any of you had any inkling in knowing anything about politics and about healthcare, you would see that one of the greatest burdens on our healthcare system are people showing up in the emergency rooms and people going to doctors without insurance for diseases that were preventable. How are they preventable? From things like shots, penicillin, condoms, the simple things that middle-class Americans have accessibility to. Pregnancy. Women are having the ability to get birth control. That is a huge argument that you hear time and time again, that lower-income families, poor people, do not have the resources to have condoms or to have birth control. All of these things contribute to a burden on the economy and a burden onto the healthcare system. But yet Nina Hartley is out there doing videos saying that condoms aren't effective. They're not effective. Nah, they're not effective. They create friction burns and in turn give people disease. Imagine that. You've got, think about how many hookers that are in the world. Think about how many healthcare workers that deal with prostitutes. Have you ever heard any of these people on any documentaries, any studies, anywhere where they actually sit down with a fucking prostitute and they tell her, listen, we know what you do is dangerous, and we know that you must use condoms to protect yourself, but there is a 6 fuck a day minimum rule, because after you get past the 6th fuck, the condoms will start chafing your pussy, and then all bets are off and you'll get AIDS. So, you need, no, who the fuck says this? Who the fuck says this? Nobody, except the ignorant assholes in our business. And that's, it's lunacy. It's fucking bizarro land. It really is. It's fucking bizarro land. And until this industry basically has, and when I say new leadership, there is no leaders. Okay? Really, there is no leaders. You've got about 8 different people that are all vying for the same dollar and the same attention and are claiming to be lead. I mean, you even have people like Mike South claiming he's a leader. You have keyboard warriors that like to think they're leaders. You have talent agents that like to think they're leaders. You have company owners that like to think they're leaders. You have talent that like to think they're leaders. And they all act like leaders. This is what we have to do. This is what has to be done. And this is how. And nobody listens to nobody. Nobody fucking cares. And everybody sits back and watches the government, watches the state, watches AIDS Healthcare Foundation, all implement rules, and all these people spout off and say the exact same bullshit. Well, it's our bodies. We're allowed to do what we want with our bodies. No, you're not. No, you're not. It doesn't work. Why does anyone think that rationale works in porn, but in any fucking fabric of society, it don't work? There's not assisted suicide in every state. Why? Why? Shit. There's not even suicide in every state. Why? 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 Because it's illegal. You cannot have somebody say, hi, my name's Rob Black. I have terminal cancer, and I want to die. This is my friend Bill. He's going to hook me up to this machine, and all I have to do is push this button, and it will pump me full of drugs that will kill me. No, you can't. Why? It's my body. Because you can't do that, bro. And your friend's helping you. No, he's not. He's just bringing the machine in. Well, he's assisting you. No, he's not. It's my body. Okay, it's your body. Well, he's going to jail, and if we find out you're doing it, we're going to stop you. You have people that are on life support that get kept on life support because family members fight. And you actually have family members that go, no, my wife, my girlfriend, my mom, my dad said they don't want to be set up like this. Well, sorry, they don't have anything in paper, so fuck them. They can't. We're going to keep them alive forever. What are you talking about? I mean, society. That's all society's about, are rules and regulations, whether we like it or not. And this whole concept of it's my body. Why don't you guys go to Texas and see if you can get an abortion and walk around and tell everybody in Texas that it's your body? Do you realize Texas is basically outlawing a woman to ever getting an abortion? Do you fucking realize that? So apparently it's not the woman's body. And you fucking morons are going to walk around and say, well, we don't want to wear a rubber, it's our body. And you rationally fucking expect people to go, yeah, I dig it. People don't even fucking accept people in Texas saying it's my body. You know what the millions of people in Texas say? No, it's not. It's that little clump of shit that's growing inside you. They don't have a say, and they need to have a say. And since they can't have a say, me, the religious Bible thumper, we're going to speak for them, and you can't do what you want with your body. That's not a minority in Texas, dummies. That is a majority, okay? And there's a whole bunch of other southern states that feel the same fucking way. So, your stupid fucking argument that a condom on your peepees in a porn movie is against your First Amendment right, and it's your body, and it would cost too much money to Photoshop them out, are all bullshit. Because in the real world of politics and in the real world of the United States of America, you people will be laughed out of a fucking room before you even finish 2 sentences of this bullshit. Me, I would sit there and entertain these people for hours. Because they would say, this is an entertainer. This is a satirist. This is somebody that we're used to watching on HBO at 11 o'clock called Real Time. Yeah, the same guy that's now made a mission to get one shitty Republican congressman out of office. And Bill Maher says he is now going to make it his mission to be personally responsible for getting a congressman thrown out of Congress. He's going to do whatever he can do to get this person out, from donating money to creating rallies. That's what Bill Maher is going to do. And he calls people cunts, calls people cocksuckers, does a lot of stuff. Kind of mirrors little things that I do. I think I'm a little more extreme at times, but he's pretty radical. You people are the odd people out. It ain't me. I'm the person that actually makes sense. You people are living in a fucking fantasy world, consumed by AIDS, consumed by money, consumed by syphilis, consumed by gonorrhea, and consumed with a bunch of hiding behind fucking internet names. You people are cowards because you people don't even have the balls to stand on your convictions. You people don't even have the balls to stand up for what you believe in. So you've come up with 5 to 10 different excuses instead of just coming out saying, this is what we're going to do. We know the fucking risks, and we're going to take the fucking risks. We're going to use what we can do to minimize the risks, and we will fight for this. But we're not going to fucking hide, and we're not going to come up with a bunch of bullshit excuses that everybody in America goes, are you guys fucking serious? And until that happens, you're all going to be exactly what you've always been. Weak. Weak nobodies that will continue to hang on to this business that is life support. You will continue to be people like Jules Jordan, that when somebody writes an article about you that is 100% true, the next day you put a picture of yourself looking macho, and you have the magazine write exactly 1 paragraph about your new shooting techniques, what amounts to 0. This business is full of cowards. It's always been full of cowards. It will always be full of cowards. Take that, run with it, smoke it, inject it, and see if that will combat AIDS when it comes down. See if that will combat syphilis when it comes down. See if that will combat gonorrhea when it comes down. See if that will combat hepatitis C when it comes down.
But everybody's favorite thing is to stick their head in the dirt, stick their head in the sand, and fucking deny, deny, deny. Everybody's a closet denier. Everybody hides because you're all fake and you're all weak. It's the Rob Black Show. We're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to jump in to a little current events. And we're going to see if we can find that goddamn Malaysian aircraft. Nobody seems to want to find it. Nobody seems to want to get it. And nobody seems to want to let the Americans come on in and tell everybody exactly where it is. You see, we know where it is because we're good like that. It's just those goddamn Orientals, all right? Those goddamn Orientals. Those bastards, guess what? They don't have a fucking clue. They don't know where it is, and they ain't going to let us help them. But if they let us help them, we can tell them exactly where it is. But hey, we'll sit back and we'll wait. But it's the Rob Black Show. Thank you for being with us, and we will be back in about 8-9 minutes. Another headline kicking around I'm looking at is those little slopes. Them little motherfuckers. And you know what's hilarious about these fuckers? Man, they just keep trying. And it's like a dude who has one ball. Or a guy that's clinically impotent. And he gets a hard-on for like a minute and then he fucking dies. Or these guys that are in our business that basically knuckle fuck the girls, which means they beat their dick until it's basically almost ready to come, and they got a hard on. And then what they do is they grab the base like Ron Jeremy, squeeze it so all the blood stays in the penis and stays hard, and then they fucking go real quick. And within a minute, the dick goes down to shit. And so you're like, oh, you got a hard on. Oh, yeah, that's what we thought. And I'm looking here at North Korea, and they just had one of their rocket launches. So they just fired a short-range missile into the sea. Literally, guys, fucking North Korea, they can't even feed their country. They are basically destitute. And it's like watching a bunch of fucking 12-year-olds with those rockets that you buy, that you built, and then bought a little engine, which was nothing more than like a little fucking M80, and you put it in the fucking rocket, and it had a little parachute in it, you paint the fucking thing, and you get a little fuse wire, and it runs to a launcher pad, depending on what style rocket you bought. The launcher detonation thing would be either one where you just held it like a trigger, like, boop, and it was like ghetto shit. It was like that type of toy that you told your parents wanted a cool ass rocket, and they got you like the $29.95 kit. You're like, ah, man, this is bullshit. Okay? Or you got the good one that had the buttons and had the whole, you flip this, you flip that, you turn the knob, it gives you a countdown. Boop, boop, boop. Flip this, you fire the trigger, that fucking thing goes 9,000 feet in the sky. That's what the North Koreans are like, man. So watching a bunch of 12-year-olds fire one of them fucking hobby store rockets. These cocksuckers. It's like, really, guys?
as big and as powerful as you are, you realize that you don't even got a rocket that can get more than 100 feet and it lands in the water. Ooh. It's just amazing. Listen to this. South Korea confirmed Friday that rival North Korea fired 4 short-range Scud missiles into the sea a day earlier in an apparent attempt to protest against ongoing U.S. South Korean military exercises that Pyongyang calls a rehearsal for invasion. The launches, however, weren't expected to raise tension as North Korea routinely tests short-range missiles, and it has recently sought better ties with South Korea in what outside analysts say is an attempt to win badly needed foreign investment and aid. The rival Koreans this month held their first reunions of Korean War divided families in more than 3 years. 4 projectiles with a range of more than 200 kilometers, about 125 miles. Yeah, we could fight. That's like a fucking marathon for. It's like a triathlon for Lance Armstrong with 1 ball jacked up on steroids. All right, landed off the northern to eastern coast on Thursday. In South Korean Defense Ministry spokesman Kim Mang-suk told reporters Friday that an analysis of their speed and trajectory showed they were Scud missiles. Basically, President Obama could get on a fucking dinghy and go 130 miles out and scream, "You fucking goats!" And they would fire a missile and it would land 5 miles away from the president, and he'd take on his dick and swing it around and go, "Fuck you!" and drive away, okay? That's basically how far these retards are firing fucking missiles. Fucking big fat dumped up Tim. Yeah. I get you! Oh! Yeah. 125 miles. Right in the fucking water. Obama's like, yeah, here. Obama's got the dinghy, and he's like at 124 miles, and he's like this. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. Get ready, and dumb Dick Tongue is like, boo! And Obama's like, all right, put it reverse. And Obama's like, he's like, fuck you! I can fucking move backwards faster than your rocket can get me, you motherfucking dukes. Fucking rockets, 125 miles. Do you realize that we got guns and we got drones that go fucking 1,000 miles? We got drones that if Obama wanted to could fly into North Korea, shoot that little fat bastard while he was sleeping, fly back out, pick the president up, a pack of fucking Newport fucking menthols, a fucking bottle of fucking Colt 45, and bring it back to the fucking White House before North Korea even knew their fucking fat-ass leader was killed. That's what we got the technology for. We're 125 miles. Scud missiles. Do you realize Scud missiles were used in the fucking Persian War? The fucking Gulf War. That's when they used Scud missiles. Anderson Cooper's like, there's a Scud missile that runs off. Scud missile? Are you fucking kidding me? A Scud missile? Motherfucker, we got drones. We got drones. Scud missile. Get the fuck. That's the goose for you, man. That's the fucking goose for you. They're so stupid that they think setting up a fucking Scud missile 125 fucking miles in the water is gonna scare anybody. The only person that's scared is nobody. Alright, do you realize it? They're like, Mr. President, he was like, yeah, well, what's up? What's up? They're like, North Korea fired off a test missile. He's like, what? They're like, they fired a Scud. He's like, a what? They're like, a Scud? And he's like, a Scud? They're like, no. A Scud. He's like, motherfucker, you just woke me up to tell me that fat little goop set off a fucking Scud missile? Well, yeah, get the fuck out of here, will you? Shut my fucking door. I need to get about 5 more hours of sleep. I got a fucking basketball game in the morning, motherfucker. LeBron's coming over with Dwayne Wade. We're going to fucking play one-on-one, motherfucker. Alright? Don't fucking bother me with that stud missile shit. Fucking stud missile. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck, our president, our president, come here, White House, say, come here, kick the Rams' fucking balls. Say, get the fuck out of here. And Michelle Obama woke up, she was like, honey, what's wrong? He was like, this motherfucker woke me up with a scud missile attack. She was like, who was Scud? She was Scud missile. She was like, a Scud? I haven't heard the word Scud missile in fuck since I was a freshman in college. He was like, exactly right. She was like, I'm gonna whip someone's ass. I need my beauty sleep. I gotta go out with Beyonce tomorrow. He was like, don't worry. It's the Rob Black Show. That was a great bit, man. Fuck, that was a good bit. Fucking Scud missile. Ain't that the truth, though? Seriously. Fucking Scud missile. It's the Rob Black Show. We're back. We're live. That was the North Korean report that they had tested a rocket, and the rocket was a Scud missile, and that could possibly, we're not real sure what it could have done, but nonetheless, it was a Scud missile. Anyways, man, that was when, I don't even know when that was, but it was. When the hell did we do that? I don't even know when we did that bit, but we did it. I think last week, maybe. Yeah, maybe last week. I don't know. It's 2:33 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. It's the Rob Black Show, and as always, we are approaching the end of the program. Yes, we're approaching the end of the program, and we're gonna hit some current events. I want to know where that goddamn airplane is. Seriously, I want to know where. First off, it's about 1,000 degrees outside, guys. I'm not bullshitting you. I am bullshitting you a little. But it's very hot out. And there's actually a decent breeze, believe it or not. There's a decent little breeze going. But the sun is just fucking brutal. Which, hey, I like it when it's, I love the heat. I love the heat. I hate it when it's cold. I mean, I've said this time and time again. If I liked the fucking cold, I would have stayed in fucking Rochester. Seriously, those of you who don't know, I am from the great state of New York. And more importantly, I am from Rochester. And if I liked the goddamn cold, I would have stayed in fucking Rochester. Seriously, I would have fucking stayed in Rochester. But guess what? I didn't, because I hate the fucking cold. I despise the fucking cold. I hate the fucking cold. There is nothing worse than the cold. The cold, it makes me feel yucky, and I need it to be constantly warm. And fuck, man, I hate the cold. Hate it. Hate the fucking cold. Hate it. So, anyways, now we're going to go on over and take a look at what I wanted to look at is actually the current events of the goddamn airplane, okay? The fucking airplane. And where is this downed airplane that nobody could seem to find? Seriously. And it's getting to be annoying. It really is. It's getting to be heinously annoying. And God. But you know, God, I don't know. Let me get on to it. Let me get to it right here, guys. Anyways, and it's nighttime there, so when it comes to a lot of news, we're not going to get it. Okay? But hey, there's new theories. So let's look at it and go to there's so many things. There really is so many. So many good. There's so many good stories out there, and I know we're not going to be able to get to all of them because it's already 2:39. So some of this shit we're going to have to save for night, which is all right. We do a lot of the current events at. We might get to more of this. I mean, there's wrestling news from. There's wrestling news that is big that made the WWE stock go up. Big action to Duck Dynasty news. There's all sorts of weird shit. But anyways, let me give you guys this new theory that U.S. officials have. The Malaysian Airlines, the missing airlines, may have crashed in the Indian Ocean and were moving the USS Kidd to the area to begin searching. Of course, the Americans got to come in and fucking help the Chinese and fucking Vietnamese out because they're fucking stupid. I mean, basically, that's what it's coming down to. You know, on the other show at night, we made jokes that they could have been abducted by the Darman Project or Hurley and Sawyer and Kate from Lost, and we did a whole routine. But at the end of the day, let's face it, I think it's just that the Vietnamese and Chinese and the Malaysian, they're all just fucking stupid. And they can't figure out where to fucking find an airplane. The Malaysian government and their airline system can't figure out where the fucking airplane is. The goddamn plane supposedly flew for hours and hours and hours without anybody noticing or wondering why nobody heard from them, why their transponders were off. Seriously. Seriously. They lost the airplane. And then when the Americans said, listen, guys, after the first day, they said, listen, we're going to help you. They went, no, you no help. And we all backed off and said, all right, you don't want us to help. Okay, go ahead. Well, here they are a week later, and guess what? We're helping. And a matter of fact, I pretty safe to say that this weekend we're going to find it. And I said that in the beginning of the week. I said, mark my words, we will find this aircraft this weekend, and it will be because of America. America is still the greatest country in the world, guys. You know, all this bullshit you hear from Republicans bashing Obama is just jealousy because the country is doing so good. They just bash Obama because they have to bash Obama. They, criticize the guy when it comes to Russia. And yet they seem to forget that when the Georgia, not the state of Georgia, but Georgia, this little piece of shit parcel of land out in the Russian area was overtaken by Russia and Putin. George Bush was out fishing. Okay? Again, it's just lunacy. It's as my man Kevin Kleinrock and Thomas Zupka would say, bizarro land. All right? So, and when I read you guys this, it's obvious that the Americans, us, we know where the fucking plane is. We're sending our destroyer over there, and we're telling people, kind of like with a wink and a smile, we know where the fucking ship is. So relax, everybody, and we'll get to it tonight. And we're sorry that these fucking dinks are all retards. So here it goes. It's going to take about 24 hours to move the ships into position, a senior Pentagon official said. I mean, we got the Pentagon on this shit. You realize that? It's Pentagon. The same group of people that found bin Laden, stuck sticks up Gaddafi's ass. We fucking drone motherfuckers. It's the same group of people. The official said there were indications that the plane flew 4 or 5 hours after disappearing from radar, and that they believe it went into the water. Officials later said the plane likely did not fly 4 or 5 hours, but did not specify how long it may have been airborne. So what they're saying is the official post was it flew for 4 or 5 hours, and now the Americans and the Pentagons are saying, listen, it didn't fly 4 or 5 more hours. It flew longer, but just don't listen to the fucking dates, all right? White House spokesman Jay Carney said it's their understanding that based on some new information, that's not necessarily conclusive, but the information and an additional search area may be opened in the Indian Ocean. And we are consulting with international partners about the appropriate assets to deploy. Carney did not specify the nature of the new information. Of course not, because it's our secret information. It's the type of shit that we fucking eavesdrop on fucking Andrea Merkel, okay? Please, we know everything. Pentagon officials said the USS Kidd was being moved at the request of Malaysia. Really? It is heading towards an area where the Indian Ocean and the Andaman Sea meet. The ship has helicopters aboard that could scour the area. The U.S. action came hours after Malaysian officials said they had extended the search into the Andaman Sea and had requested help from India in the search for the missing plane and its 239 passengers. Investigators also said today U.S. officials gave them reasons to keep searching the waters west of Malaysia, far from the flight path of the Malaysian Airlines plane. Malaysian Defense Minister Hamid Hussaini said the search's main focus has always been in the South China Sea, which is east of Malaysia, and along the plane's route from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. But the search was extended earlier this week to include water far to the west and the other side of Malaysia. We are working very closely with the FAA and NTSB on the issue of possible air turnback, Hussaini said, referring to the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration and National Transportation Safety Board. Of course, they have indicated to us that based on information given by the Malaysian authorities, they being FAA and NTSB, the U.S. team was of the view that there was reasonable ground for the Malaysian authorities to deploy resources to conduct search on the western side of the peninsula of Malaysia. Under the circumstances, it is appropriate to conduct a search even if the evidence suggests it's possibly finding minor evidence to suggest that aircraft would have done that. Hussaini said it was possible the plane kept flying after dropping off radar. Of course, this is why we have extended the search, he said. Okay. Let's see. He said the pictures of large objects floating in the South China Sea posted Wednesday by the Chinese government website were not debris from the missing plane. Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency surveillance plane was dispatched this morning to investigate potential debris shown on Chinese satellite images. We deployed assets but found nothing. We have contacted the Chinese embassy and notified them that they're retarded. I'm joking. Hussaini also dismissed a report by the Wall Street Journal that signals sent by the plane's Rolls-Royce engine indicate the plane kept flying for up to 5 hours. He didn't dispute the plane could have kept flying, but said Rolls-Royce did not receive any signals from the engine after it vanished from radar. Earlier in the search, 2 oil slicks were determined not to be from the plane, and an orange object thought to be part of the plane's door was investigated and found to be unrelated. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, what you're hearing is that the United States have now gotten involved, okay? And we are telling them dummies where to look. And that is where we're at. It's just funny, like, it's like the United States didn't want, we're not like tipping the hand that we watch everybody, because remember, we're already getting our balls busted because we eavesdrop and wiretap and know everything about everybody in the entire world. And we don't want to, like, just come right out and be like, hey, assholes, come here. It's right fucking there. We knew about it 5 days ago, you dumb fucks. We seen it. We watched it. We know what your fucking Malaysian president's doing right now. He's jerking off in the bathroom in the young boy magazines, all right? We didn't want to say that. So we kind of had to keep our cards close to our chest, all right? We had to, like, fucking be like, it's so funny because the way it's like, we suggested, oh man, we suggested that they look closer to the Indian Ocean. It's like they basically called the Malaysian president and their top people, and they put them up on one of them screens, and our Pentagon chief, they're like, yeah, you guys got your map? And they're like, yo, we got the map. And they pulled up the map of the ocean. And you watched all the Americans in the Pentagon went, all right, you ready, guys? Watch. And you went, oh. And they went with they had the fucking, where's my stick? The fucking Malaysians are, here's the big fucking map of the sea. And they got all the coordinates. And the Malaysians are like this. And the Pentagon goes, and they go, oh, and the Pentagon, we're scratching, oh yeah, Malaysia, you're getting, it's real hot in this room. Yeah, if we keep going in that direction, you're gonna get warmer. Yeah. Maybe. Go a little over to the, shoot to the right. Let's play bingo. I got bingo. I got 46. Oh, okay. We see you later, American. Yeah, goodbye. And that was it. All right, what are we going to say? The fuck are we going to say to them? Huh? What are we going to say to them? For Christ's sake. What the fuck are we going to say? We can't. God, we can't. Can't. What the fuck are we gonna do? Can't, you know, we know everything that everybody's doing. We're the United States of America. Whether you like it or not, we are the best country, we are the greatest country, and we spy on motherfuckers, okay? Sorry about it, guys, but we spy on motherfuckers. We spy on motherfuckers, and we do what we gotta do. Okay? We do what we gotta do to make sure everybody in this country is safe. And I know it sounds like such a cliche, but let's face it, okay? Let's fucking face it. If you want to live in a lawless country, I can give you handfuls of places from Brazil to Mexico to fucking Malaysia, where they can't even find a fucking airplane. They don't even know that they got planes flying aimlessly around their fucking skies for hours on end. You can live in all those areas, but we here in America, for all the bad we have, from wiretapping to cops beating up defenseless homeless guys, to even the South still practicing racism, there's still no better country to live in than the good old United States of America. And ultimately, the fucked up shit that we do, you have to take the all the good and outweigh it with all the bad. And trust me, there is a lot more good there and there is a lot more bad. Okay? And the fact that what we do in this country as far as freedoms and as far as just everything, fuck, man, walking down to Walmart, walking down to Rite Aid, walking, any of the things, the fact that we could fucking create our own businesses, we could just, everything is something that cannot be done anywhere. And you also can have a show that broadcasted out to hundreds of thousands of people above a strip club and have people make as much sound as humanly possible. You can do that too. Jesus Christ. All right. Here's a story that's pretty interesting, and it's the World Wrestling Entertainment. Yes, WWE. Let's throw this out there, ladies and gentlemen. Just because it's a little part of what we're building with our Roku channel and everything that's transpiring with what we're doing. But here is a tidbit on the World Wrestling Entertainment and Vince McMahon. The WWE spiked to an all-time high of $31.91 on Thursday, and rumors that AMC Networks is interested in purchasing the company. The company recently released the WWE Network, an all-hour streaming network with live and on-demand content, and all the company's annual pay-per-views for $9.99 a month. But WWE is also in the process of searching for a new cable television partner for its weekly television shows Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, neither of which air live on the WWE Network at this time. The WWE's exclusive negotiating window with NBC Universal, which currently carries the shows, expired in February, according to Variety. The two sides could not come to a deal for the rights to WWE's television programming. So WWE is now negotiating with other companies, though NBC Universal can still make a deal with the company. The spike from the rumors sharply declined almost immediately, and the stock closed at $29.76, a mere 0.3% or 9 cents greater than its previous close of $29.67. Stock had value of $2,313,427, more than double its average of $994,922. The street's ratings, okay, are holding and say hold on the stock. And now it breaks down all of its investments and why they feel that you should sit, wait, blah, blah, blah. But that has been an interesting concept that WWE and a new TV deal has been getting put together. And when this could happen, and when it was going to be put into place. So that's one of those things. And at the end of the day, that streaming is a big piece of their future. And it's good for us. It's good for anybody that is catering their content to put together a network that is involved with streaming. So that is interesting to see that investors are responding to WWE, and they're responding to WWE being involved in new television deals. So that's always huge. So I just wanted to throw that out to you. Not a big story, but one nonetheless that I don't know. Some of my people would be interested because some of my people are wrestling fans, and I'm interested because of XPW and what we have going with XPW and what is going to transpire. So Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Rob Black Show. It's 3:01, and we literally could keep going with current event stuff because there's so much going on, from Seth Rogen busting Justin Bieber's balls on Twitter, which is pretty fucking funny, to to Jay Leno talking about maybe going and appearing on Letterman, to Russian troops engaging in war games near Ukraine. There is a whole bunch of stuff going on in Duck Dynasty. Seriously, Duck Dynasty. God, and their teenage daughter, and them doing some God show. I mean, it's just fucking bizarre. To fat fuck Governor Chris Christie, telling somebody at a town hall meeting that they should shut up and be quiet. And I got an interesting story on Governor Chris Christie, this little piece of shit, that we'll talk about tonight. And one of the stories that are coming out is Governor Chris Christie actually was giving out pieces of 9/11. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that at one point Governor Chris Christie was giving out pieces of the 9/11 tragedy, rebel, like pieces of the buildings, to select groups of people that donated big money to his campaign, people that helped him get reelected, certain mayors. I mean, he literally gave pieces of 9/11 out as party favors. Seriously, pieces of rebel. So Governor Chris Christie was giving out pieces of 9/11 that could possibly had remnants of loved ones' blood, loved ones' life, DNA on them, and that's what Governor Chris Christie was handing out. We'll get to that tonight. It's a fascinating story, and I will get to this for us to leave. And what I'm going to part you with, and it's a very sad day in the annals of pop culture, and it's a very sad day in the world of relationships and marriage. But I think it's a great day for Rob Black, because there's a girl on the open market. And I now know I could possibly have a shot. And I'm excited about this, and so should all of you, if you are into what I'm going to read you. And that is Little People, Big World. The stars of the show, Matt and Amy Roloff, have separated. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Matt and Amy Roloff, the dwarfs from the star of Little People, Big World, have separated. After 26 years of marriage, 4 children, the couple revealed to ABC News that although they are no longer living together, they are still working together. They have weathered many storms together, and they've recently made a tough decision to engage in a trial separation. Matt remains living on the farm in a guest house, and they work together every day and their business endeavors, but most importantly, raising their amazing children. Okay? You could call the separation, if you want, a trial separation, but it's more of just giving each other some space, Matt said. Last year it was long and tough. So as Thanksgiving rolled around, Matt decided to move out of the main house of the family's farm and instead live in a bridal house. In the clip, it's clear that the couple bickered over little things like keeping their home clean. Amy and I stuck it out for years when maybe we shouldn't have, he explained. I never quite felt at home in my own home, and something needed to change. Meanwhile, Amy said that Matt's decision to move out of the house where they raised their 4 kids, twins Jeremy and Zach, Molly and Jacob, was his alone. However, she added, what Matt and I failed to do over many, many years together was learn to live together. So I'm saddened by it, she continued. We don't have a plan in how we are going to work this out, so it's not going to be easy. In spite of the troubles, the couple did tell ABC News in a statement that they're grateful for the people in their lives who are standing behind them. We sincerely appreciate the unwavering support, understanding, and prayers from our family, friends, and many fans. They said, may God bless you. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me explain to you. The dwarf, Amy, by all intents and purposes, is on the open market. Okay? She is no longer a slave to Matt the dwarf. And that means Amy and her sweet little 3'4" asshole and pussy hole is open for business, baby. And I'm excited by it. And I hope I can get Katie Summers excited about it. Because I've never had sex with a dwarf. And I think I'd like a shot of a 3-way, a menage a trois. Now, a menage a trois with a older dwarf has got to be something exciting. And I can only imagine taking this dwarf and throwing her around on my big old sausage while she's being force-fed Katie Summers' sweet young asshole is something that only dreams are made of. But, ladies and gentlemen, will that happen? Probably not. It will only happen in my own brain. And it will only happen in my own pants. And in turn, when I masturbate and I explode, it will happen in my mind. But for those of you who might have the opportunity where I have failed, I am now giving you the A-OK to reach out to Amy Roloff because she is separated from Matt. She's 3'6", and she's looking for cock to ride. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the news for today. It's the Rob Black Show. We're going to be back here tonight at 8 p.m. Yes, at 8 p.m. Okay? And when you see us tonight, you're going to say, wow, you are beautiful. Okay? You're going to say, wow, Rob Black is spectacular. Rob Black is delicious. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see a man that defies beauty. You're going to see a man that defies excellence. You're going to see a man that defies every aspect of what a beautiful, delicious man is supposed to be. Crippled Dan says the midget from the midget that I'm talking about, Amy Roloff, looks like the midget hooker from Total Recall. Oh, she does. Total Recall. That was the best. It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor. Well, this is the Rob Black Show. There's no tumors here, at least not yet. And I'm going to go and sign off and take a shit. Because that's what I got brewing right here in my belly. And that is a shit. And that's what we're going to take right now. All right, guys. We'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. And don't forget, here at the Rob Black Show, what is our motto? Okay, what is our motto? Intolerance. Yes, intolerance. That is what we promote. That is what we preach. And it's intolerance. And with that being said, we will take you out. And we'll see you tonight at 8 p.m.